I gotta confirm this.
Oh my.
Oh, also, hi,
God.
welcome back to whatever this show is called. Big Dog Battle.
Big Dog Battle.
Yep,
Big
tribute
dogs.
to Go 5. Yes, sir. I'm so glad I got that one right.
Yes, oh, that's a good one. I was so focused on the helmet, I didn't even really notice he was wearing a mask.
To me, it looked like a gas mask and a helmet.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it until I was like looking at the gears, and I was like, "What could it be?" And then I was like, "Oh my god, it's like because it's fucking Go 5."
It's Go 5.
It's like kind of based on. QQ King's design is based on Beetle Mars. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. QQ's appearance is based on that of a firefighter. His firefighter motif refers to Go Red's firefighter motif.
Oh, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
So you wanna, we gotta, hold on.
Up, I'm sick of it.
If I make Geats win in the previous episode, what changes? I'm not sure what you're asking.
Oh, like, because Geats
grab.
technically won in the last episode.
Oh, well,
but they just delayed it by a week.
Nothing changes, I guess.
No, actually, kind of. Yeah, you wouldn't have Monster and, like, the... But does it matter if the characters resolve wouldn't a bit? Also, by the way, very funny that all the same guys are right back in the game next week.
Command grab, except for, Kawa.
He wasn't there, was he?
I didn't see him.
No, Punk Jack was all over that shit, though.
Punk Jack was all over that shit. And
I
there's
could've done without them making him a
new
guy.
sheep and a new owl. But,
fine.
Kawa is not there.
Kawa's not there. Retired for good.
Retired.
Monster. What a fucking thing that is.
It's fucking silly.
Silly.
Punk Jack is a real thing. I can't wait for them to legitimately be like, yeah, Punk Jack, we were never gonna put him in the show, and then that can't possibly actually be true. It can't be true.
No, too quick of a turnaround. It was like a few weeks, right? Like it.
Well, but it's
time
like,
for them.
Who was supposed to get Monster?
Yeah,
like, that's what proves that he was supposed to be in the show the whole time, was because he gets Monster.
Yeah, that just it's a fit for him. They were just fucking around.
Monster.
If I hear them say that they actually just wrote that guy in as a character last minute because people like the suit actor stuff. Sick of it.
Those other characters are really gone forever, though.
Yeah.
Mary and the other guys who I already forgot about, because like Depan
and the penguin guy died, so.
Oh yeah, but like those guys, they're like gone, like gone. They're like not coming back, gone.
Boy. Out.
Yeah, I got her boards. I mean, Geats has to win. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, if he didn't, the show would in fact have ended just now. Like it would be a 9-episode show.
Promotional material. I hope they just keep updating that poster.
Oh, please. Just add more guys to it until it's like there's literally not going to be like. Depending how many times the game gets reset.
They just replace the old guys.
I gotta tell you, it was never a question that Kay was coming back. You don't put that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have a guy in the ramen adverts and not get him back.
This is a good ad, actually.
I actually like that. What was going on with them in that?
What was going on with that?
What did they mean by it?
No, KY will definitely come back because he's still in the OP. I don't know if you guys noticed, but
yeah, he was still in like the shots before they get to, like the rider lineup.
Yeah, like not Tycoon anymore, but
no.
Well, I guess not. But like KY is still prominently featured in the OP.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the only character who's prominently featured in the OP other than Geats and Snart Lady.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I don't think Buffa and Neon are actually prominently featured in the opening outside of the bits where they're riders. I don't really. I still kind of just tune out the.
Yeah.
He'll definitely come back. It's not even like it's 1,000%. I'll literally retire if he doesn't come back. Like I don't know what to tell you.
That's gonna be it.
I will resign. Outsiders episode 0. Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I have nothing to say about Outsiders. Sorry.
Nah.
Somebody brings it up every week, and I'm like, wow, cool. I have no interest in it. I have no interest in Fies or X8 or 01.
Or 01. No, in fact, they've managed to land the perfect role of shows I would not really want to see any further content of.
Yeah. Just episode 0 is out. I don't know what that is.
How are you gonna have an episode 0 for?
Right, seriously. I saw it when I was torrenting stuff today. I mean, legally acquiring.
Yeah, when you were buying these things at the shop. Going out and getting the DVDs.
Buy Kamen Rider Black on Discotheque. That was last week, huh?
Discotheque. Yeah, that's crazy.
Man, that was weird because that was on a Monday and we just happened to be streaming that day.
Yeah, we were just here for that reveal. That happened live. This is the kind of exciting minute-to-minute reveals you can get from this show.
But only when we stream on Mondays, I guess.
Only when we stream on Mondays, but not today. Nothing happens on Tuesdays.
Nothing is happening on Tuesday except for this.
This is all of your Tuesday schedules.
This is all of my Tuesday schedules.
It is. I actually had a really busy day today, so my Tuesday's been very long.
I just stay late for work today, and then as soon as we're done, I have to apply for fucking benefits.
Oh.
Because today's the last day to apply for benefits, and I keep putting it off. A new guy? What guy? Gun.
Yeah, Gun.
Yeah, I was like looking at like the guy.
There's a guy? Was there a guy like that?
Yeah, thank you. We had the gun. We did the gun last week too.
Yeah, we did on a Monday.
Command grab.
Come on. I need to. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. I need to
what?
the other angles of that.
Oh yeah. I need to.
I was too busy working on Halloween stuff.
I need to get paid so I can pay Voss.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jesus, I got the disease in me.
I need to spend $300 on pornography right now.
Right.
Gotta go to Berkey. Have a nice day, Sentai. Man, it's like early for you, huh? It's crazy. Yeah, I have no idea what time it is for anybody.
No. It's actually really early for me as well.
Well, it's like 1 in the morning. Wait, is it later now for you?
No, it's earlier.
Oh, good. So it's...
That's for now, I guess.
So what, it's like 12:30 for you?
Yeah. Which is nice.
Do you think it's intentional that both ended on cliffhangers before the week golf break? Oh, that's a good point. Maybe.
That would actually be pretty good.
If they knew about it in advance, I guess that's I've never felt like that was done on purpose before.
No, other shows it has always kind of felt like just any old time, but
a lot of the time with shows it comes in the late 30s and really pisses everybody the fuck off because it does not necessarily come on a cliffhanger, but just in the middle of an arc.
Yeah.
I think it broke up in X8. I think it broke up the Muteki arc. It really pissed everybody off.
Fuck, that's funny.
Golf Break. Okay, for everybody who doesn't know, Kamen Rider and Super Sentai air weekly without any pauses forever. But very occasionally, usually once a year, sometimes once every other year, a block of superhero time will be preempted by a golf tournament, which means that the shows take a 1-week hiatus, not necessarily in the production schedule, but just in the airing schedule, so that fucking golf, I guess. I don't really know how big golf is in Japan.
It's not one I hear about very often.
Well, I'm not really into golf. I'm not really into Japanese golf, so I guess I don't really know. But just turn that down a little bit. Yeah, the golf meme image. We'll settle this with a golf match. They also made a joke about it. I don't know if that joke was specifically because of that, but there was an arc in Forza where one of the monsters did golf.
Yeah, oh,
We'll settle this with a golf match.
we'll settle it with a
And
golf.
there's
We'll
also
have
a meme
golf.
that goes around every time it happens with fucking Muteki X8 and Kronos hitting each other with golf
Yes.
clubs.
Oh, I love that one so much.
Next week we're gonna watch Zenkaiger versus Senpaiger.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that earlier today.
Let me make
I
sure
was-
that there's subs for that.
I was thinking about the most annoying man.
We'll watch
in the
Zenkaiger
world.
some other time. Okay, there's... Whose subs are these? Wow, there's a lot of assholes here. Well, there's 2 subs out for this. One of them is from a group I've never heard of before, and one of them is from TV Nihon. So we'll be going with the group I've never heard of before. No offense to TV Nihon, but I hate your subs a lot. Sorry.
Yeah, for real.
It's
For
not
real,
personal.
for real.
It's just taste, and I really don't like the
Yeah.
subs. The final live tour is out, but it's not subbed yet. I guess I don't really care. Hold on. Hey, there it is. We'll have a golf competition.
Oh my god. Fucking...
The Vice stage show is subbed? Oh, that's
Oh,
crazy.
that's crazy. Anyway. You're fucking cooked if you think we're watching the revised final stage. I don't know what to tell you. It ain't happening. I hear a Juga is there.
It'll get subbed, don't worry. Yeah, Juga is there in final revise or whatever.
Oh yeah, True Revice.
True Revice.
Trigger Truth, you know. It's all the same. It's all the same.
Mm. We'll have a
Over
golf
Demons
competition.
notably is not there. Also,
What?
yeah, fucking funny.
That's
well, I guess
weird.
well, because Demons is there and they only have the one undersuit. Which I said as a joke, but as it was coming out, I realized it's probably actually true.
Fuck off. Demons and Over Demons ever appear on the screen at the same time?
No. It's just the one suit.
I hate my life. Are stage shows canon?
Sometimes.
I don't think a stage show has ever been referenced in A material.
No.
They're canon in the sense that, like, the build one is canon. I mean, it's... The build one is... Okay, like, they're canon in the sense that they take place after... they take place after the show. It picks up where canon left off. But I don't I don't remember the build one being mentioned in Cross. Did it?
No, they...
You're saying that, but I don't remember that happening. I can't think of any specific scenario where the stage show has been explicitly mentioned in the television program or like a movie, mostly because stage shows only happen after the show is completely over.
Yeah.
Because that's why they're called Final Live. No, I can't think of any scenario where a stage show exclusive power-up has ever appeared outside of a stage show.
No,
I can't think of
not
any
one I can
scenario
think
where
of.
that's happened, or any plot beat from a stage show has been
major
repeated
thing.
in canon material, unless somebody can provide me evidence that the build one happened in Cross.
I don't remember New World.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's fair, but he could have just said that. I mean, like,
You could just,
yeah,
I mean, World
if-
of Worlds. That's
Yeah.
not. No, that's not strictly a stage.
that's not
thing,
strictly a...
because the worlds were merging during the events of the show anyway.
Yeah, that's not strictly like... I mean, like, that does reference... Did that actually happen in the stage show?
Well,
Like, did
the
he, like,
stage show-
explicitly in the stage show be like, now I'm sticking my fucking DNA in your butthole?
No,
I don't remember.
definitely not. Because they wouldn't. Because then they wouldn't have been able to. Yeah, they wouldn't have ended.
Yeah, right. The Decayed one was a musical. Yeah, I don't think that was the final live. That was just the stage show. I don't think they did final lives back then.
No, I think that came later, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really
the
keep
Decade
track
musical
of...
one's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, it's funny.
Decade musicals.
I don't really keep too much track of stage shows, mostly just because they're really like nothing to like write home about for the most part. I can think of a few notable exceptions. But only if you're... I feel like live stage shows, like the final lives and stuff, are only really exceptional in any way if you are really, really, really into the show.
Yeah.
Like, if you're fucking obsessed or just bored and just want to see it again. Like, I liked the Build one a lot, but I would, like, really like Build. Otherwise, it's just, like... whatever. The Build one especially is literally just like a 45-minute continuation of like a stretch of time that in the show was like 2 seconds long.
Yeah.
And here's what happened during the 5 seconds that Sento was in the portal or whatever.
I guess the trouble, I always figured that's just because Bill's narrative was so tight, there wasn't really space to stick a whole stage show's worth of stuff.
Well, especially because there's no post-canon for Build. I mean, there is, like... You can't be like, and here's what happened after Build, because that's one, what the movies are about, and two, the Pat Laver, the Loop Hat one was actually pretty alright. Maybe I'm just saying that because I've watched it recently. They did kiss on screen in that. Kyrie and Geichiro's actors did kiss briefly on the lips in an unscripted sequence where they do kiss each other.
In front of God and everyone.
You could definitely tell it was an unscripted thing that they did.
Everyone goes, fuck. The whole audience goes apeshit. Noel's actor is just stood there making... I can't describe the face, but he's just kind of looking up. He's like, I'm not... I gotta stay in character. But like...
That actually stage show was really fun. There was a couple of other bits in there where they just let the actors, fucking freestyle.
Yeah, I like that.
There was like a bit. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Toma and Sakuya, or maybe it was Toma and Tsukasa. I don't remember. But like there was a bit where they just let them freestyle for like a minute or two, and it was pretty funny.
I always like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Also, I genuinely got jump scared by that fucking emoji coming across the screen.
Ugh.
I forget she's in here.
Thoughts on the Arknights anime? I haven't watched it yet, so I have no thoughts on it. I forget that it's out. But like, what was another notable one that was good? I was gonna be like, the Kamen Rider Ghost Final Live was notable. It really wasn't, to be honest. It was really like plain and like whatever. I liked it because I really like Ghosts. And it briefly in like 2018 led me to a short tangent of time where I wrote about like a continuation of like a second season of Ghost based on his kid from that stage show.
Oh yes.
Which is actually the reverse of what we were talking about earlier. That kid was set up in the final episode of Ghost specifically for the stage show for some reason.
Damn, that's
Do you guys remember the last episode of Ghost where X-Age shows up and there's like some douchebag little kid? Do you remember this at all?
No.
Okay, there's like a little kid. I don't really remember, but the ending implies that that kid is Takeru's son from the future. And in the stage show, in the future, Takeru's son is the new Kamen Rider Ghost, and he's just a white recolor of Ore, which is it was like the white and black body of Dark Ghost, but the head doesn't have the evil eyes on it. It just has normal Ore's eyes.
Yeah. It's like it's Dark Ghost with like the clear part with the eyes on of normal Ghost, which is surprising how well that works for the simple effect.
It was fun enough.
Yeah. It's hard to break that because it's literally at that point it is just Ghost, because the only thing that's different about Dark Ghost was the face.
It's just a color palette swap of Ghost.
Don't get that a whole lot. So directly.
Yeah, but I don't actually remember anything about the stage show at this point. I was really excited when it got subbed because I like Ghost a lot, but like it didn't really retain in my head. Like I couldn't tell you what the plot was. at all. Those are the only notable ones that I've seen. I don't watch a lot of them. Most of them are basically just kind of like, and I don't mean it to be like I don't know how else to say it, but it's basically just like a circle jerk of like how much the stage, like the rider in question or like the Sentai in question is really cool.
Yeah.
Like it's just a 45-minute circle jerk for like, yeah, this is such a good show. All these, you remember when we did this thing? It's like a bunch of like continuity, like a bunch of like cameos and like continuity, like references and stuff. It's supposed to be like a fun. I mean, it's literally just stage show for children, like at a children's theater and stuff. It's just supposed to be like a fun little reward and like last little hurrah for like kids who watch the show the whole year. They'd be like, "Hey, kids, remember this thing that happened?" It's like, "Oh, I remember that." And it's like, "Yeah, that's cool." Also, the actors are actually. I don't know if like what I've never gotten full clarification on is when they're doing the live shows. Like, I don't understand. The final live always has the actors on it. Do all productions have the character, like the actors, or just the last run? That's what I'm always confused on, and I don't get clarification on.
Do wonder.
But that certainly gives it an air of respectability to actually have the real characters on the stage.
A level of attachment.
Yeah, it makes it legitimate when you can actually see the real actors on the stage and everything.
That's the character.
Yeah, that's the real characters and stuff. That's always fun. Unlike it's a level of quality unlike those ones that we used to watch back in the day, which were just the open air theater ones at like amusement parks.
Literally just going to talk about those.
Where they only ever show up in costume.
Yeah. However, those things conceptually are absolutely fucking insane.
Man, those were the best.
Because when you were talking about Ghost, I was like...
You're thinking about the Blade one?
Yes! Yes, I was. I was like, hey, you remember when Blade showed up?
The thing about that particular open-air stage show is that it was literally better than the Ghost Final Live. Only if you like Blade, though.
Yeah.
Because you can tell that whoever wrote that... Okay, so people who don't know, there's like open air... This is a thing... I don't know if this is really... I'm not a kid anymore, and I never saw anything like this when I was a kid. I don't know if like Power Rangers ever did this kind of crap.
I wonder.
But like, you know, there's open air theaters. Some of them are on rooftops and stuff. A lot of not a lot, but there are buildings in Japan that have like rooftop parks on them. Like not just like parks, like a place to sit and chat and stuff. Like rooftop amusement parks with like Ferris wheels and shit like that. This was also in the Somnium Files, but they're like they're not like 10 other feet in the air, but like they're rooftop amusement parks. And some of these rooftop amusement parks have stages on them. If you watch me play Nirvana Initiative, you remember this as a pretty major set piece in the game. Anyway, sometimes they use these stages to do licensed shows for Kamen Rider or Super Sentai or whatever, and a lot of the times what they'll do is have cameos from past characters, either because they share some sort of central theme or just because it's fun, I guess. I don't really know like who writes this crap or like whatever, like where they get the suits or the actors, or if there's like official Toei Productions or they're just licensing the characters out.
Yeah,
I have no fucking idea actually. But like I think a lot of times it's like, oh, and like some of it's all just like fan fiction wish fulfillment stuff. Like, yeah, in this one, Kamen Rider Ghost meets Blade and Chalice. My favorite characters when I was like, you know what I mean? I feel like part of it is like so that the adults who are taking their kids to see Kamen Rider Ghost stage shows maybe have some level of like interest in it because maybe they grew up watching Blade or something, or like remember, I don't know, like maybe you remember watching Blade or Kuga, or maybe Kamen Rider Black is there and you take your kid to go see Kamen Rider fucking Drive or whatever, and also the Kamen Rider that you watched when you were a kid is there too, and you hear like the Black music and it makes you feel, I don't know, But like the one that we're talking about is one where Kamen Rider, Ghost. This aired during Ghost, Spectre. I don't think Necrom was there yet.
No, I don't.
I think it was
so.
just Ghost and Spectre, and then it
Yeah.
was Kamen Rider Blade and Kamen Rider Chalice. Only those two. And the plot of the stage show was that a Ganma used the Joker thing to like summon both of them to destroy the world, or the Joker stuff. But I guess this is all, like I said, it's just like dumb like fanfiction wish fulfillment crap. Like Takeru's ghostly bullshit energy was able to suppress the Joker's instinct to kill each other.
Oh, that's right.
So it was like an episode where Blade and Chalice actually got to be together for a short amount of time, which is a huge deal if you're a Ghost or if you're a fucking Blade fan.
Absolutely.
Ultimately,
enormous.
and unironically, a better tribute to Kamen Rider Blade than Geo did.
Yeah.
Unfucking ironically. Also, Chalice Wild and Blade King showed up.
Yes, that's right.
And Blade King used specials in the stage show that were never used in the TV anime or the TV show.
Fucking
He
insane.
used like in the show he only ever used like Royal Strength Flush or whatever, but he used like I don't know what moves he used, but he used other moves with the King Rouser that were available in the toy but were never used in the show, which was cool. They also used a lot of Blade music.
Yeah, they did.
And generally, you could tell that whoever wrote this was a pretty big Kamen Rider Blade fan.
Real Blade head.
Yeah, real Blade head. Oh, you found the video? I don't know if you'll be able to post it. Are you in the Discord? You can post it in there, and I can post it. Oh, good. There you go. Somebody actually subbed this at one point, but I think those videos are completely gone.
I think they did. Yeah.
I have actually watched this subbed.
I know. I remember dialogue from it.
Can I post this? Will it block me for this? Nope. There it is. It's pretty simple to follow along because it is for little kids. You can get the general gist if you understand if you recognize just a reasonable amount of Japanese phrases. You could probably get the general gist of what's going on.
Yeah.
There's a Build Cobbletoon one. I remember that one.
Yes. Oh, I have a thing of Build and Gatak shaking hands.
Yeah. Any stupid pairing you can think of, and they probably did it at some point.
It's probably happened. My personal most least favorite is one that's X-Aid and Snipe and Decade and D-End. Just an unbearable combination of people.
Funny.
Unbearable. That's the one. These are so famous and legendary to me, but I think it might just be because I have it burned into my head. It's the one where like Snipe and X-Aid are fighting monsters, and like X-Aid stood there doing a pose. Snipe comes up like directly behind him, like just pushes his shoulders down, and just shoots over him, but like stood directly dick to his ass for nothing.
You know why?
Like, he didn't need to do that, but he did it anyway.
Oh, I'm like skipping through this. I also am remembering now, looking at it, that in the stage show, Ghost, for like the majority back half of it, Ghost used Robin Hood because Chalice is an archer. He used it to match him.
Fuck's sake.
Because he uses it for like, I'm skipping through it, he uses it for like the entire second half of the program until the very, like he stays in Robin Hood Damacy until the very end.
That's insane.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought it was still muted.
Blade attack.
And then like at the end, Chalice and Blade like tell each other that they'll see each other again and have to walk away from each other because like the Joker thing is wearing off.
Oh God.
This is I just want to show you guys this. It's so like hold on. Oh, you're actually looking at it the whole time, huh?
I've just been piggybacking this. I just get to see everything Vee's looking at while she's not talking to you guys.
Alright, this is not important. Okay. You can hear the adults in the crowd like screaming and shit.
Yeah.
I remember this too. Like a lot of like when Blade shows up and like Chalice shows up, you can hear like the adults in the crowd like screaming and losing their minds, like over the children who like don't know who Blade and Chalice are.
Like what the fuck? The kids are like, what the fuck's going on? And their dads there with like, yes.
Wait. Kentucky. Anyway,
with that song playing in the background.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Like whoever wrote this was like sobbing, crying about Blade.
They were like, I get to. He was, like, they were like, oh my god, I get to write for a Kamen Rider stage show with Blade, and I know what I have to do. I can give the people the closure they need.
Also, I can't stress enough that Garen and Mutsuki are not in this and not mentioned at all.
Get the fuck out. It's not about you two.
It's not about them.
Tachibana-san!
I'm looking at the thumbnails for like some of the related videos. I can't believe some of these are still up. I thought these all got purged.
Yeah, same.
I honestly thought these were all gone forever. Anyway,
so much Toku stuff just gets fucking.
I'm looking at this one that has from left to right. Okay, Brave,
oh.
Auto Vagin, Kaiza, Phys, Delta, and X8.
That is
what?
despicable. The X8 ones are the most fucked.
What Delta is that?
Who is that?
Sometimes you have to wait a bit until they actually say the character's name, because you're like, which Delta is that?
I don't think I know. I think I might have looked at that at some point. And I think I know which Kaiser that is.
Is that fucking not Kusaka? Is that Kiba?
I think that's Kiba.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
So I only remember. I was like, oh man, here comes Kusaka, and then Takumi starts sucking his shit silly. The second season, we're like, oh, before he even said the name, I was like, oh, I hear how you're talking to him. That's Kiba then, and it fucking was.
Oh man, this one down here that has Deep Spectre, Knight, Oja, Ryuki, fucking Zolda, and Grateful Damashi Ghost.
Fucking disgrace.
Yeah, this thing hasn't posted in like 4 years.
Oh. Sickening.
Oh, some of these are Ultraman ones too. Those were always fun too when like fucking Ultimate Force Zero would show up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is disgusting.
I like that we both saw that one at the same time. I'm gonna say this one. This is Build Kaizo Gresha, Agito Flameform, Cross Charge, and Cougar Titan. Unfucking conscionable. I won't accept it. I won't accept that one. Cougar Titan.
Oh, here's one with Build, Lucky, Spada, Juo Eagle, and fucking Muteki X8.
Oh my god. I'm looking at Gaia, Jeet, and Gaia! I'm gonna hurt my throat doing that for real.
Oh, this one's got fucking Ghost Wizard and Kiba.
Oh, it's Halloween. Fuck, those guys are always drawn together in Halloween stuff is the thing.
Oh, and here's this is the one with fucking Ghost Wizard and Beast. I remember that being good. Here's the one where he's doing the fucking yakiniku pose. I'm sorry, is that fucking Iksa?
Vee just moused over that to
they can see it.
Did a little autoplay. Oh, they can? Okay, right. Yeah. Jesus.
Fucking Iksa.
Iksa. Which? Okay. No,
Dragon Ranger.
Why? Why Champ? What?
Oh my god, because they're brothers.
Oh no! Is that?
It's because Geki and whatever are brothers. Burai are brothers.
Oh, I thought that was Lucky. I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, it's Stinger.
Fuck. Oh,
Here's
get
a Victory
out.
with his big fucking dick hand.
Oh,
Oh, look, there it is. This is the one with
Ultra-
fucking Kabuto.
Ultraman USA.
Oh, fuck off.
Is that that's Scott and Beth and Jeed? Fucking
It's
what's
Jeed,
that one
Leo, burning, solid burning.
Zero and Ken.
Solid
I can't
burning.
be called him that. Father of Ultra. I'm sorry, sir.
Sorry.
I didn't mean it. Ever since we found out that's his name, I keep reflexively calling him Ken and then being like,
Oh, it's my man. It's my man. Right here.
Not Jonius. Oh, not old bad Jonius.
You are
from
fucking
before.
kidding me. Fucking Ginka Man back there. You
Oh,
must
these
be
are so.
deckin' joking. Look,
These
look,
are
fucking,
literally
fucking,
the best.
Fucking Go Sager down there.
Go Sager and Lucky.
This
Whoa.
one's got Forze, Ryuki, Forze, Xaid, Snipe, and Meteor.
Get out.
Why was
Gaia, Tiga. So that's TDG and Orders there.
Wow, look at. I'm sorry. Look at like. Oh Jesus, that's not gonna happen. Oh wait.
What the fuck?
I just want to see like Tiga just staring at the goddamn camera.
The thing is, Tiga doesn't speak, so.
Shut.
Like,
Oh, get
ever.
out! What is? Look at this.
There they are. There they
Fuck
are.
off.
Get out! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! I hate both of you so much.
Oh hey.
Wait, I forgot they could do that.
Yeah, they do those.
Become real. What are you fucking talking about?
Ever.
What the fuck ever? Xaid, Hibiki, and Todoroki.
Dan the man.
Not Dan the Man. I was gonna say whoever the fuck that thing was, but that's just Metron. That's just regular Metron. They just let fucking.
I
anyone
hate
into
seeing
these
the
things.
fucking doing the Jeb Bush pose. Fuck off.
Fuck is.
What? This is so evil.
Why are they looking?
It's
Don't
very
look at me.
evil looking.
What?
All these handshakes.
Seriously, this is a fucking
Red
treasure
fucking Racer?
trove. Fuck.
I hope it was just Red Racer.
Just Red Racer.
This
Red
looks
King
like
is,
like one of those ones where it's the whole team and then just one random red shows up. And this is just
One
a Red
guy.
Racer.
Oh,
Man, these are
fuck.
old. Oh god,
Oh, it's the Ghost Imagine.
it's the Ghost Imagine. It's another
I forgot
ghost.
They did. Okay, by the way, the other thing we forgot to mention about this is they do make unique suits for these things. And they
Yeah.
are so fucked.
Yeah, they're always kind of
Like
fucked.
obviously, because I mean they're made on like
Oh
theme park budget. Billio,
man, that thing
Oh,
looks
he looks
nasty.
that's actually
It's
quite
really
upsetting to
Dark.
look
What
at.
the fuck?
Oh, his neck. Stop it. Oh, Gorilla and Pokemon.
Oh my
Red.
god, Jesus.
He's enormous. The
Monkey.
fucking size. Monkey. There's a lot of guys being right up in each other's faces, by the way.
It's got red.
Garrido.
Not the
I'm
entire
Gallo.
cast of Gaim.
Fuck. Oh, Mitchie. Oh, I'll betray anyone and anything.
I'll betray anyone and anything.
He was literally the funniest man ever for that, by the
Sure,
way.
Kenjer.
Oh, Shurikenja is there. Oh, it's fire.
What
mode.
is this? Fucking.
What the
fucking-
fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that was Precure up there. There they are. They
Oh.
did Precure ones too. I mean, they still do them.
It's weird.
Sword
Let's
Form,
see.
Decayed Complete, Ghost, and fucking Cosmic Forza.
Now,
Whatever.
why? Shadow Moon Summer.
Shadow Moon Sama up there. Why is he so
Get out.
big?
Why is he fucking huge?
Why are there two ghosts in this one?
What is going on?
Oh,
Tajidor,
fucking
Musashi,
Tajidor, Musashi, and
Extreme.
fucking Extreme. Hey,
These are
Pigmon.
literally so good. It's Pigmon, popular monster among girls.
Oh, that's
Was
that's
that
it.
Kodaigon
Is it?
with X
Yep.
and
Yep.
and
yep,
Cosmos
yep,
and
yep,
Golza
Yep.
and Ella King?
Yep.
The Ultraman ones are fucking
The Ultraman
awesome.
ones are fucking crazy because they just throw in random kaijin too.
Literally any fucking thing. Golza.
Goals
Get
up.
out. Melba.
Melba.
Super Cov.
Anyway, that was stupid.
That was stupid. He was always on some Kiete Karakareta type shit, you know?
Whatever. I'm still subscribed to this channel. They just haven't posted in 4 years.
Next time it comes out, you'll know.
Yeah.
You'll be right there.
Oh man, I think this is like 4 years ago is when like a lot of this stuff got
it just
got fucking purged off the internet.
I went to listen to some fucking Sentai song by just typing the name on my my URL thing at the top just to get to the link, and I opened it up and was like, this account has been deleted. I didn't even listen to it that long ago. It's just gone.
Yeah, that's the nature. You know, we take it for granted these days, but it used to really be like that.
X and Jonius.
They can't see this shit anymore.
There's X and Jonius right in each other's faces, like forehead to forehead. With tongue. We
take for granted that like it used to be back in the day, like one minute something was there, the next minute was gone.
Yeah, no, there's an old guard of stuff that has survived multiple rounds of clean out, but like so much is lost.
Man, back in the day, you could just watch full seasons of shit on YouTube. That's how I watched Goanji.
Damn, I never did it with Toku, but I know I watched a lot of whole shows when I was growing up. Like,
that's how I watched
Azumanga Daioh.
That's how I watched G1 Transformers on YouTube.
You can do that legally now.
I'm not doing that legally.
No, but you could. It's still on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just officially now.
Man, that's how we used to watch. Can I say something? That's how we used to watch My Little Pony.
Fuck.
On like 720p uploads of My Little Pony on YouTube. Back in the day, there was a couple rounds of it all getting fucking taken down. Because, you know, of course it was, like, they had every right to do that, to be fair.
Yeah, no, that is entirely justifiable.
But in the moment, I was like, oh man, I need to not, like, there was no other way to watch it. I was like, I need to make sure that I got this shit on lock. So every week when a new My Little Pony would come out, as soon as it would be made available on a fucking EquestriaDaily.com, I would YouTube to MP4 it.
Yes, I knew you were gonna say that.
And I had files. I would rename them with the episode names and everything, and I had like 3 or 4 seasons. I think I did it up to season 3 of episodes of My Little Pony on my computer, because when I started watching My Little Pony, like when I first got into it, I was living in a boarding school in Tennessee, and I didn't really have my own television. And I sure as absolute fuck was not gonna go do the fucking like rec room at fucking 10 a.m. on a Saturday and put on My Little Goddamn Pony in an all boys dormitory in fucking 9th grade, right? So then I had to watch it on my TV. But when I moved back home, when I moved back in with my parents, I mean, in 11th grade, I just lost my train of thought because I looked at a text. Then I could watch them on Saturday mornings as they were airing, starting in like season 3 of the show. And then I watched it airing every morning until I stopped caring about My Little Pony, which was around season 4. I've been thinking a lot about, I think I said this a couple times, I've been thinking a lot about doing actual long-form content about the My Little Pony TV show. You see, I watched the iCarly videos recently.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, man, I could do, not like that, like I'm not going to do like that, but like, man, I could do this. I could make pre-recorded content of me watching episodes of My Little Pony and talking about them. I think I'm going to do them with Dove, actually. It's either that or I make Jay watch My Little Pony.
Oh, that's a big ask.
It's a big ask, yeah.
I don't know what that could do to me. There's no telling how that might react.
Okay, if you give me $20, I'll do it. But I'll do it anyway if you don't. I'm gonna make it I'm gonna open a Patreon, and the only Patreon goal is just if you give me $20, I'll rewatch My Little Pony.
Make a video about it.
Make a couple videos. No, I'll rewatch the whole show. And I'll make videos about it. Except past a certain point, it won't be a rewatch, and it'll just be a watch.
Right.
And I tried to rewatch it again as an adult, and I just started where I remember leaving off, and there were a lot of episodes that I skipped because they sucked. But I won't skip them this time. And I'll take it really seriously. I'll take it really seriously.
Deathly
seriously. I'm talking about really analyzing the quality and contents of the show.
Getting right into
Get right in there. 7 seasons. By the way, how many seasons was that? 2 movies.
I was gonna say
19 seasons, several hundred episodes. I know there's at least over 100 episodes. Because I watched the 100th episode.
Right.
Because the 100th episode of the show was just a really big fucking 22-minute long circle jerk for bronies. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
It was literally just a 22-minute long, like, in-jokes and, like, nods and winks to the adult fandom. And then, like, 2 seasons later, they did that thing that a lot of the times you see, and it's always a treat, which is that somebody in the writer's room got, like, really, really fucking angry at, like, fan criticism.
Yes!
And so, you see this a lot, actually, in, like, cartoons and stuff, but, like, maybe not a lot, but you see it sometimes, where, like, the characters would just become a mouthpiece for the writers to criticize fans who are too critical of the show.
Yes.
There's an episode in, like, a later season of My Little Pony where Twilight Sparkle publishes all of her friendship journals, which are the framing device for, like, the first 3 or 4 seasons of the show. You know, it's like this is the lesson I learned today framing device, right?
Mm-hmm.
She publishes them as a book and sells it with the intention of sharing her friendship lessons with the rest of Equestria because she's the princess of friendship. And the book, like, everybody buys the book and they all read it, but, like, the bit is that, like, everybody just criticizes things in the narrative, like, despite the fact that it's, like, real life. Like, people, people come up to her to the street to, like, criticize, like, the things that happen to her in her real life, like they're a narrative.
That's funny. Criticizing her fucking autobiography.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, but you can tell that, like, it's just the writers getting really fed up with hearing the same crappy criticisms from fans over and over for, like, the last 6 years.
It's fucking awesome.
There's one bit that I really always remember. It was a common, like, almost a joke of a criticism back in the day that Fluttershy would always learn the exact same lesson in all of her episodes, which was that she needs to stop being anxious, I guess. She needs to stop having undiagnosed anxiety. Like, every episode of Fluttershy, and this is basically true, is that she learns, again, to, like, not be anxious or, like, not be shy or whatever. But it never, like, actually impacts her overall. Like, next week she's back to the same character she always is because, right, like, and a lot of people criticize the show for that, but, like, Fluttershy never actually changes despite learning the same thing 15 times. And there's literally, like, verbatim a character, like, actually says that to her fucking face. In the episode, like, they, like, fucking kicked out her door to yell at her about how she never changes as a person.
Hey!
It's so funny, but it's like they were just really mad about it. It's like it's just so I don't even remember how the episode resolves itself. It's just so fucking funny.
Just fucking sick of it.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to that one. I forgot what I was going for here. Like, I just got really caught up in that specific episode. Anyway, what were we talking about before that?
I don't remember, but I did remember somewhere in the middle of that one of the shows I used YouTube to watch the entirety of was Spider-Man Unlimited.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
Which I would not perhaps have lodged in my mind so firmly. I've forgotten most of it, but obviously that's one of those shows that ends by not ending.
Yeah, it ends by getting cancelled by the network.
Yeah, and, like, so despite the fact that it got cancelled, it just ends on a definite, like, oh, next time on cliffhanger. I was like, where is episode 14? Where is it? Where is it? I don't think it occurred to me to look it up. Like, I didn't know to. Fuck knows what.
Yeah.
What the framework would have been to even. Yeah, I don't even know if I could have necessarily easily found out that there wasn't one. But I was like, this is driving me fucking insane. Where is the last episode? I was haunted by a TV cancellation from like at that point. Probably like at least 10 years prior.
It's fucking hilarious where they used to just cancel shit like that.
Just
like, you're getting canceled
dropped.
in 2 weeks, and creators, instead of trying to wrap up the story, would be like, alright, fuck you, and fuck you.
But most of all, fuck you.
And the point
Fuck
of,
us.
the point of it, of course, is that if your show ends on a cliffhanger, it'll generate enough buzz to prove to the network that they shouldn't have canceled you and renew your contract, and it
didn't
never fucking works.
No.
Ever. I can't not actually think of a single time in my experience that a show, especially a cartoon, has gotten canceled like that, and that actually functionally worked for them.
Doesn't happen.
The only prominent reboots or like pickups that I can think of for animated shows, and it sucks, the only thing I can think of is fucking Family Guy and Futurama.
Oh,
And the only reason that those got renewed when they got canceled is because for Family Guy it was DVD sales,
yes.
which proved that there was still an audience that's willing to spend money on the product, and for Futurama it was the Adult Swim reruns that performed for most people, especially like people our age, probably never even realized it. Like, I don't know how many of you guys watch Futurama on Adult Swim, right? Probably a lot of you, maybe. I don't know if at the time, did you actually understand that Futurama was a Fox network show? Because that's where it originally aired. Like, Futurama was a Fox production that got pushed to a crappy time slot and got canceled for low ratings, despite being from the creators of the goddamn Simpsons.
Fox was always doing some shit like that.
Yeah, they did that to Firefly too, but that's neither here nor there.
They did that to Doctor Who as well. Which is so fucking funny, but that's true. They absolutely fucking... Because Fox aired the 8th Doctor's movie, made for Fox. And they fucking choked that shit to death by airing it like...
That's for the best.
Yeah, that is for the best. Because if in the timeline where that took off and worked as like a backdoor pilot, where that was going was a whole...
Oh, no.
Whole fucking...
It's a whole
state of
mess.
affairs. I think it aired like opposite an episode of The Sopranos, so
nobody was watching it.
Nobody watched it. They knew.
Yeah.
They knew.
But
they
like,
had the TV schedule in front of them. They were like, stick it down.
I'll stick to Sopranos, thank you. Yeah, but like, most people watched Futurama on the Adult Swim time slot, and it got really popular, like probably far and away their most popular syndicated program. And then Fox noticed that eventually and were like, yeah, maybe we should try that again. And they did, and then it got canceled again because it wasn't as funny, and it got rebooted again. It's like a whole thing with Futurama, and now it's getting rebooted again for like the 800th time. And I promise you that every time that Futurama gets rebooted, it gets less fucking funny.
Yeah.
Family Guy also on Adult Swim. Was it? I don't remember that, but I only remember watching Family Guy on like TBS. But that might have been after. That was after its original cancellation. So I wouldn't know. Also, I don't really remember much about watching Family Guy. I don't really remember that much about watching fucking Futurama either, to be honest. But it was a show that I watched a lot of when it was on Adult Swim. It was really mostly the only thing on Adult Swim that I cared to watch. Oh, right. The Hurricane Java Ranger stuff, before I forget. I did see those.
Oh, yes.
I'm excited for the Ava Ranger one. I'm ambivalent about Hurricane Ranger because I haven't seen it. Yeah. It's cool that they're getting another movie, but I'm like ambivalent. Like, I'm not.
That's so funny.
I'm not neutral. I'm neutral on it, I guess, because like
the way
I haven't seen Hurricane Ranger.
10 years after.
Yeah, I can't.
It's been 20 years. That's
20 years,
fucked.
yeah, since the early 2000s.
Oy.
I'm honestly shocked and grateful that Ava Yellow's actress came out of fucking retirement.
Hero.
That's why there was never an Ava Ranger
hero.
10 after. It's also why her and Aberray Blue did not appear. I don't know if that's why he didn't appear. Maybe they didn't. Anyway, they didn't appear in the Go Busters Kyoryuger movie. She wouldn't have appeared anyway because she was retired from acting. I don't know if. I don't know. I feel like they could have got. Maybe he was busy, but they could have gotten Yukito because he was in fucking. Aberray. He was in
Cutaways.
He was in what?
He wasn't involved. Am I thinking of the right movie? Because I think he's there, but he only shows up at like the base.
Shit,
Doesn't transform.
no, you're right. He does do that. He's only in like a few short in-person scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But he never gets involved. He's just there.
Yeah, and then he like doesn't talk in suit.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that because it's such a low example.
It really isn't much of anything. It's really low key.
None of the Zyurangers showed up except for Geki, and he also was barely in it.
Yeah,
really not much of a big special Dino crossover movie, to be honest. In retrospect,
no, kind of not.
Not a really great movie. It was like just okay.
They made it into a pretty good series of Power Rangers episodes.
Did they?
Yeah, they had. That was when they famously got Jason back in Beast Morphers.
Well, they actually got Austin St. John to come back.
They did.
I don't think they can get him anymore.
Probably not.
I think he's too busy avoiding being jailed for breaking tax laws.
That's right. I forgot. I couldn't remember what it was specifically, but I was like, there was a thing with him. Yeah, he was there. I watched it for a podcast thing.
No,
and,
right.
One of my responsibilities was watching the Go Busters Kyoryuger movie as research because I know about the Japanese side of things, and I wasn't asked. I went and watched. I took notes throughout the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And for what?
And for what? Did you know in that movie the dino bucklers they used are actually the Bandai Legacy Power Morphers?
I didn't know it was in that movie.
Yes,
I did know that's the thing they've done.
That is the movie that they used. Those legacy. That was when Bandai had a license, Bandai of America, and that's when they were starting to put out that like legacy crap. And those really nice. I mean, there's all kinds of really nice Power Morphers now, but those were the ones. That was like the first remake of that
first
toy.
Time they really
and they were like real nice. So they just pulled some of those off of a toy shelf with Toys R Us and gave them to the actors.
Fuck it, I mean, if it works.
Yeah, I think if you look closely, you can see that it says Power Rangers on it.
Oh, that's
instead of G-Ranger.
It's very, very fucking weird shit going on with that because you know that guy in what the fuck is it called? Dino Charge.
Dino Charge.
Dino Charge. Is it Snide?
Oh, Jekyll and Snide, the guy from season 2?
Yeah.
Sure.
That guy, who every time I've seen him, I'm like, that's fucked up, because he looks so like Zeltrax from Dino Thunder. Like,
that's because...
Yeah, I know.
He is.
I know now, yeah. That was weird, because I was watching that movie, and I was like... When I was watching the Go Busters Curious thing, I was like, hey, it's that guy, it's Snide.
Yeah.
And Goldar.
Goldar, yeah.
Wait, and I was like, oh wait, so that literally is supposed to be the same fucking design as Zeltrax.
That movie had like Neo designs for Goldar and Zeltrax.
And then, because what fucks with my head there is because that guy's a character in Dino Charge, so they just took that suit from that one movie and nothing else.
Yep.
Made him a character in Dino Charge. And then later on got to just reuse the footage from the thing he was originally from for the Dino Charge.
Yeah, that was when they started just like
crossover.
Mixing and matching stuff because Baron Nero from ToQger was an antagonist in Ninja Steel.
Weird.
Which was weird, yeah.
Fucking, it's odd stuff. That's just always been so strange to me that they were like, oh, we get to use the actual original footage of this suit now in a thing that is not the show that he's a character in. But Snide comes back like that. That fucking worked out very well for them.
I wonder if they planned that.
I really do wonder. Oh, that was most of the time we spent talking about was the middle episode where it's the villains of Beast Morphers trying to work out Like, they have enough special fucking evil resources to bring back and power up one guy
Yeah.
from Power Rangers history, and it's a clip show of them looking at notable villains.
Stupid. The
And they're like,
iconic Power Rangers clip shows.
it was like all just the villains, and then be like, we could bring back Lord Zed, and then they show some clips of Lord Zed being cool, and it's like, we shouldn't do that. He'll try and enslave all of us if we bring him back.
That's funny. Noir's in Dino Fury? Serious? I didn't hear
Yes,
about that.
that's right. I was gonna say that's one I remember.
Just cannibalizing Tokyuger.
Just fucking it. They're never gonna touch it.
No, that's untouchable.
Yeah, that's it.
They're gonna. I mean, they're cannibalizing Q Ranger, I guess, too. Did you guys see? Not to keep talking about Power Rangers too much, but did you see like the cast for like the new like anniversary thing? They got like a bunch of the MMPR guys.
Yeah,
I don't remember who exactly they got. I think they have Zach and Billy.
Billy.
Okay, Bryan Cranston coming back is actually kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
considering how this fucking franchise treated him in the 90s. Kind of a big deal, actually. Notable exceptions are Amy Jo Johnson is not returning as whatever her fucking character's name is. Who cares? Fucking Austin St. John is not coming back, and fucking Jason David Frank is not coming back. Fuck you.
Good. Fuck him though. Sick of him.
Also, two of the MMPR characters are very clearly wearing SPD badges. In the promo shot that they showed, or not really a promo shot, but it was like an on-set in costume like Twitter pic, and it's like very clearly that two of the characters are wearing SPD badges. Don't know what that's about. I did not notice that. I'm always fascinated still, even though I don't particularly care much about Power Rangers anymore. I'm always fascinated at their attempts to make a larger canon. You know, they're always sort of trying it and then getting cold feet and backing off. And it's always like, why is Billy wearing an SPD uniform? I'd love to find out.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What did they mean by it?
Also, what we were saying earlier, the Geats Revised movie is using the old Movie Wars format. Man, that's crazy.
It's been a minute.
Man, when was the last movie that used the old format? Gaim? No, Gaim used the new format. So it was.
Did it?
Wizard? Yeah, wasn't Gaim the first movie that used a combined format?
Oh yeah.
So the last movie to use the two-parter format would be Wizard Forze?
I think.
Or would it be? No, wait. It would be Wizard Gaim, because I think Gaim Drive was the first one to use a combined format. Yeah, because Wizard Gaim was half of it was about the second. I'm trying not to give people Wizard spoilers because this is actually kind of big. The second Wise Man. That was Wizard's part of the plot, and then Gaim's part of the plot was some bullshit I don't care about.
I don't remember what goes. I've seen that movie.
I literally don't remember. There was the bit at the end where they used the Rider Lock seeds, and then it then the camera pans over to like Infinity Gold All Dragon.
Yes.
That absolute cluster fuck of nonsense.
His big ring with all the colors and the diamond on it in gold.
And then also like Beast Hyper.
Final Strike. I don't know. Is that what it's
called?
Just a fuck old noise. The thing the ring says.
Oh, I don't remember.
Fuck it, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I think Gaim Drive Ghost was the first movie with the new format. Gaim.
Oh, because Gaim Drive is Lupin.
Oh.
That's that one.
Movie War Full Throttle.
Oh, my headphones are so fucked up.
Why are you fucking up your headphones? Oh yeah, you're right. It is a two-part. So it was.
Oh, this is killing me.
So I guess it was Gaim Drive Ghost, huh? What a fucking movie that was, huh?
So it's been a minute.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. Now those maybe that's for the best because like I feel like I can't tell Taisens and crossovers apart anymore. That's why I keep getting like Superhero Senki and like the other.
We don't do Taisens anymore though.
But Superhero Senki is a Taisen.
Oh, that was a special occasion though.
I don't know.
I
feel like I don't know what happens in movies anymore because they're all like forgettable.
They kind of don't do crossovers like that though.
I guess there wasn't a Saber 01 movie, was there?
No, there was not. They had one moment in that, and that was their lot.
There was a Geo 01 movie that was like, pretty good actually.
A 01 movie.
A 01 movie with Geo in it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they want to. Maybe that's why they're doing it, to make sure that they have balance again. I feel like it's worth re-exploring the old Movie Wars format, even if it results in a story that's really disjointed. It really can't potentially be. I wouldn't really say it's any better or worse than the crap that we get now. At least it gives everybody their own time, and like maybe we'll give the Movie Wars movies their own identity again. Instead of just, is this a Taisen, or I'm just misremembering what the movie is? Best movie Force was probably O's Forze. O's Forze was probably the best crossover movie, like, period. Mega Max is probably the best Rider crossover movie that's ever been put to film. It really felt like a grand finale of like that era of Kamen Rider. Because it also had Double in it for a little bit.
It did. Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. I think that was the last time. I think we say this a lot. That was the last time they were both on screen together as Double ever. Jotaro showed up a couple more times, but that was the last time Philip ever showed up. That's sad.
Yeah.
I guess we have a new Philip now.
Oh, that's right.
Man, do you think like the next time that Double shows up, is it gonna be them? Like, I'm not saying but like their voices dubbed over the suit. Man, that'd be weird.
That would be actually really, really strange.
But I guess it'd be better than Double just not talking.
Yeah, or like just using whatever little snippets of the thing they do sometimes where they just like. Yeah. I guess it's only ever Shotaro, isn't it? Because he still picks up the phone. So
he still picks up the phone sometimes.
His archive stuff.
He didn't pick up the goddamn phone
untouchable.
For Geo.
No one did.
No one did except for Eternal and Aqua. Oh wait, that's not Double.
That's O's.
Eternal. Yeah.
Fuck. That guy
loves to be Kamen Rider, to be fair.
Yeah, you can't get him to put down the fucking phone. He'll be there for anything.
Shows up at concerts and fucking... You know, remember that one where he like did Surprise Drive and then pulled out the Eternal memory?
Fucking disgusting.
Funny fucking guy. He like went up on stage and did Surprise Drive, and like the lights went down and they came back up. He pulled Eternal out.
Fuck off. Hate him.
Fucking funny. No, Mega Max. Eternal. Mega Max was really good. If it concluded the story of O's to the most conclusion O's needed to be concluded, which was just it was enough to just say Ankh will come back eventually. Although some would argue that was too much, but I think that was fine. Like, you know, that's a big argument that we kind of not necessarily had, but skirted around here a lot when we talk about O's. Is a lot of people were unhappy with the constant like attempts to undo the ending of O's. You know? Yeah. I'm not that attached to O's, so I don't mind it as much. We've reached a point now with the anniversary movie that I think they went too far. But I think like Mega Max just saying in the nebulous future Ankh will be revived is good enough for me. Like, I think that strikes a good enough balance for me, where I don't think it like sours the ending of O's. Because I think the ending of O's also is pretty clear in its implication that Ankh can be revived. I don't know. Was it not like pretty if not explicit, pretty implicit that Ankh could be revived if his core metal was fixed?
I think.
I seem to recall that being the implication. Or did Megamax just make that up?
It'd be really funny if Megamax did say, actually.
Yeah, I don't.
To all the crying Japanese children, don't worry.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I thought it was well paced and delivered, and I thought it was like, you know, a good like. It'll happen in. You can imagine how it would happen, and that's the way it'll happen. You know, I liked that part. You know, because I watched Megamax before any of the other times Ankh ever showed. Like, Megamax came out, I watched it way before Heisei Final or whatever, the Build movie where he shows up.
Yeah.
And they do the exact same thing again, literally. Having that being like the end of O's is just Megamax, so that's all they ever had. Like, I thought that it was a good conclusion to the story and the characters, like, and then they could be like, well, Ankh will come back and you can figure out yourself. You can make your own story of how that would come out, and that's what'll happen. I like that. Also, it was just a good movie, except for Super Tatsuba.
Not saying anything.
There's nothing to say.
I'm not saying anything.
There's nothing to say.
There's nothing to say, so I'm not saying anything.
It's just a really good movie, except for Super Tatsuba. It never showed up again, and definitely wasn't weirdly the basis for Gio's O's form.
Very odd thing.
Very odd.
What that was.
Maybe they just thought like
O's form was like
really
that
ugly.
That little window of suits where they were like they should all have something special going on, but like just in that little kind of like a run of like 4 years worth of shows.
Yeah.
And then
just the popular
like,
ones. They wanted to sell
Build
gimmicks.
and Xaid and Ghosts and Drive are all normal.
Yeah.
And Double is Double's got a weird thing going on as well. Actually, yeah, everyone before Drive is fucking weird because Gaim is a big version of his own head. Big Lockseed made out of his fucking hell. Forze's a rocket. Wizard is actually mostly just normal, but has like the big magic ring.
It's got the cape.
Like a cape.
Yeah.
And O's is the 3 animals, which looks great, by the way.
This
the
looks
tiger.
really good, by the way.
So fucking funny what the tiger looks like. And Double is made of 2 little guys.
Yep.
It's just a normal head with 2 guys for arms to make a big W.
Because they're big. They're Gaia memories.
They're big Gaia memories.
And then they didn't do any more fucking ride watches.
No, well they did Decade.
No, I don't think they did.
Everyone before that, nothing. They're in the show. They have to go get them. You'll
They don't
never
use
see
them.
them get used. No.
I like how they never justified that.
No. He does. I remember in the Kiva episode, he goes to do it.
No.
Like he has the Kiva watch in his fucking hand. He's like, I'm gonna do it, and then Woz jumps in. He's like, actually, it's time for Ginga finally, which can also destroy the monsters. Don't worry about it, boss. I got it. Ginga finally.
Fucking funny.
I was like, they're not gonna. In the way he was writing those, I'm like, he's not gonna make them fucking
What a
make a suit for Kiva armor.
cunt!
He's not gonna do it. And he's like, actually, I have to sell this
that would be
toy.
the funniest thing Inoue has ever done if he wrote in a toy they didn't have to sell, so they had to make it.
Oh, he's like, by the way, you will fucking show off.
By the
my
way, I
special
wrote in
toy."
that he uses the Kiva armor, and they're like, we don't have a Kiva armor. And he's like, I wrote it in the script, so
It's there.
it's there.
I wonder if he did that initially, and then they're like, no, we have to sell Ginga.
He just assumed that's what they wanted, and they're like, actually, not this time.
No, actually, this time, boss, we need you to sell the Ginga. Right? The what?
Yeah.
You know,
Ginga
based on
Prime.
Kamen Rider Ginga.
Who's that? Well, imagine
fuck?
if we got the voice of Kiva in the Kiva arc and we didn't use him.
Fuck.
They had
Oh,
an
I
image
forgot that was
of the
him.
Kiva armor in a magazine showing future forms. Did they? Oh, I was tuned out at that point, so I wouldn't know.
They have Soda at least. Soda and the
So,
packaging.
I mean,
And,
there's CGI renders of all of them.
Yeah, exactly. We know what they would have looked like.
Yeah.
And some of them would have looked for right armors not too bad, which is why we didn't get them.
Yep.
The Agito one would have
Man,
been
they used
fine.
to do that when they would put out CGI renders of hypothetical forms. I think they stopped doing that completely with after 01.
Yeah.
Because they had the hypothetical shooting wolf form.
Yeah,
and the shot riser rising hopper.
Yeah, I wish they'd done more of those.
Yeah,
I would have loved to know.
I think
just those two.
So actually, they had CGI renders of some of the 01 on the progress keys that he never used.
Yes,
there are renders of the other progress keys and the fucking
yes, that's right.
Like the not the Zetsume Rise keys, the progress keys that Raiders used also have 01.
Yes, yeah, those
renders.
all the regular ones like the whale,
below,
and below, and the buffalo. I remember because I had to use that for something once.
Below
Hercules and fucking Thouser's key has one as well.
Oh right, yeah.
Like and Horseshoe Crab.
Hard.
Fuck, they were funny.
They had a lot of those for build. Those fucking CGI forms. There was probably more CGI forms than there are actual forms. Because all the fucking other nations' bottles. Forms. Yeah. Well, all the other nations' bottles that they never used.
They used a surprising number of those.
Yeah, they did.
When I think back on what was actually in the show, it's damn, they used Tori UFO.
They used Tori UFO twice.
Yeah, and Kirin Cyclone was there.
That was once.
One time, but they still did it.
I think they justified that because a lot of those ones that showed up once in that Grease fight also showed up in the Smaho Wolf Hazard special with Same Bike.
Hazard training thing.
Yeah.
Same Bike, fuck me.
So I think they justified that by also putting it on a premium product.
Yeah.
Making those suits, and then they probably all got torn down immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
Same Bike never showed up in the show though.
No, which was weird.
Just because it was, I guess, because they needed to keep that on the premium object.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because they did sell Same Bike with that DVD.
Right.
Not Smaho Wolf, which is stupid, because that's the hazard form he uses in there. I have that one.
It's a good form.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. I was going to mention. Oh yeah, they never did Bat Engine, which was a huge miss.
Which is a huge miss because it looked pretty good.
It looked pretty good.
Looked better than Mad Rogue.
It kind of did.
It did.
Why'd they do that?
They never did Spider Refrigerator or whatever the fuck.
Spider Cooler. I remember when they used the spider bottle in the full Buster though.
Did they?
The full bottle Buster, yeah, because it trapped Evolt in a web, and then he used the dryer half of Psy Dryer to heat him up in that same bit. It was by the way, buy these. I guess because they sell them in pairs, so it's if we use one bottle from each of these that would do a move.
Yeah.
Go buy it. You should buy it.
Uni-Racer. I have Uni-Racer.
Uni-Racer's fucking funny, as if they used Eraser a lot. I remember Grease used it to teleport out of a fight once.
Yep. There's 6 bottles that exist just to fucking teleport them out of fights.
They did that shit with it. The Eraser one, I think, raises the most questions as to how that works.
Yeah.
Ninja's smoke thing, I whatever, he just disappears in smoke. But Eraser, you see it rub him out bit by bit, and it's
okay,
what the fuck? What does that feel like? What's happened to you?
It's my favorite thing about when Gentoku switched sides is he didn't stop using his bullshit villain tactics.
Yes.
When he would just when it's the bit when he's saving his dad, from whatever, and he just pulls out the trans steam or the nebula steam gun and just does the thing that he used to do as Rogue, where he just shoots steam and then teleports out.
Gone.
And it's he could still do that.
Fucking
Usually
awesome.
When you switch sides, you lose bullshit techniques like that because it's not fair anymore.
No.
They just kept that crap. Everybody had a fucking bailout card.
I think, yeah, literally everyone except the only guy I don't remember ever doing it was Banjo.
I don't think he
I think it's just not in his nature.
No. Like, everybody had a bailout card.
I always remember when Sento's dad bailed him out for him. Like, he was in Nin comic, and he used the smoke thing on the sword while being, like, up in Sento's face, and it teleported him outside.
Stupid.
Get the fuck away from
Get the fuck out of here.
Go there in the dark.
Go over there. Yeah, I was thinking about that when everybody else would use bottles to change locations and Banjo had to run. Because fucking... everybody likes to think, and I hope that it's actually true, that was why Kraw's Magma had wings. Kind of.
Oh, so he could...
Because Kraw's Charge didn't.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple times, there was like 1 or 2 times when he used Hawk with Kraw's Charge to use wings.
It put the little wings on his back.
Yeah.
I really remember that.
Grease used Helicopter.
He did, yeah.
And Build used, I don't know. Oh, he used Hawk Gatling, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that's why Banjo couldn't use it.
So funny how the Crow's Dragon just kind of fucked Banjo out of being able to use most things.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off, bitch.
He didn't have to keep using that. No one ever told him that though. He had to use it at the start. It was like a child safety.
Yeah, it was. There was a point in the show, past a certain point, where he literally could have just. There's at any point in the show he could have just been Build.
Which is really fucked. I mean,
like,
I get why they didn't do that. But...
I wish they had done it just like one time. There's something I like more than like using other people's stuff like just one time.
Yeah.
He could have done. There was also past a certain point where if Sento wanted to, he could have used Splash Driver.
He could have.
He never did because the Splash Driver is past the point where he could have been able to use it. It stopped being worth using.
Yeah, wouldn't have needed it.
Yeah, but like there was past a certain point where like Banjo could have used Key Dragon if he wanted to. He had both of those bottles. He could have used it.
Grease could have used
Best Matches instead of Blizzard.
Oh, he fucking could have.
I mean, he still would have gotten his ass beat for that.
He would have, yeah. He would have lost if he hadn't used Blizzard, but fuck, that would have been funny if he's like, well, maybe I should just try that.
There's something to be said.
Phoenix Robo.
They do basically explicitly state past a certain point that, like, Sento's batches just, like, overstayed their welcome. Or they just weren't useful anymore. Because there's a bit... There's, like, a bit in the... I think when they're fighting the Engine Brothers one time, and he starts using Best Matches again, and they comment that he's like reverted to his previous style of fighting, where he uses, where he constantly switches matches to like keep, like the reason I think that's one of the first times they actually beat the Engine Brothers, and they commented that the reason they were able to beat them despite the Engine Brothers having a power advantage is because Sento kept using Best Matches. Or like just used, I think a lot of them were trials actually, but he kept using different styles of fighting to like throw them off, even though he was at a severe like disadvantage power wise. And then there was that bit when Evolt was in Evolt Dragon that he used hazard forms to emulate the same style of fighting, because Evolt directly commented at that point that he was reverting to his previous style of trying to use Best Matches to like constantly change the battlefield, because he couldn't match him in a one-on-one like power struggle.
Yeah, I remember him using some of those like Kaizuk Resher and I think Hawk Gatling and a few other hazard matches.
Yeah, it was like those, and he used Key Dragon at the end.
Yeah, which is a fucked thing to do, really.
Yeah, and they both pulled out the Beat Crosser.
Oh, it's weird when they both do it.
Yeah.
I think I forget the Evil Driver does is when you use like any other bottle.
Creation.
Creation, that's fucked. That's weird.
If you use any other non-match bottle with Rider System, it does Creation.
Creation.
Which realistically would only work for like 5 bottles that actually have an associated weapon.
Yeah, most that's not going to do fucking anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, he could use Hazard for longer periods of time.
Yeah, I remember that line, like that little exchange quite a bit, because I'm like, that's a really funny way to justify using Hazard form again. It's like, he got used to it a bit.
He got used to it a bit. He
built up a bit of a tolerance.
Yeah, it was nice actually, because he did have to cancel out of it. because
he
it was
did still
starting
have to-
it was starting to hit him again.
Yeah, he had to go up to Rabbit Rabbit, I think.
Yeah.
But,
But it's
I did
it's-
like that though. He
it's
was
better
like he
than-
had like a minute or two.
it's better than when Gates just forgot that fucking
Yes.
whatever revive is killing him.
Yeah, making him bleed out the fucking eyes every time he used it, and then it's like, actually,
He just
it's
forgot.
fine. He got used to it.
He got used to it.
So was that on Twitter or something? Someone was like asking, was like, he got used to it.
He got used to it. Yeah, it was.
He built up an immunity. Fuck. Ay, that was funny. Gates
What a-
Revive was such a thing.
Dumbass shit.
That's actually why all the future riders exist, was to make that happen.
Yes, it was. And what a plot line that was. And also, Gates Revive was ugly.
It really was. And he kept using that thing right to his last scenes in the show.
Yeah, because it was the only thing he ever got.
It was. In that dark little time when secondary riders got one thing ever.
Speed time.
I don't miss it.
Conceptually, it was pretty cool, but in reality, it's stupid.
Yeah. Speed of time.
The only memorable occasion he used that was in Kabuto.
Yes.
Except it kind of pissed me off because this fucking Shimpu jingle drowned out Change Beetle.
Oh, fucked. Disgusting.
Fuck off.
Get out.
I'm fucking allergic to just letting the older rider jingles play.
There's a bit, I think it's when the drive stuff's going on. It must be because there's a fucking slowdown against him and Woz, and he goes from power to speed time, but Woz goes to Waxay, which apparently lets him move fast as well.
Whatever.
I think he's literally every time he uses some new power for Ginga, like he has some fucking ridiculous line about, by the way, the power of the universe lets me do this.
Fucking hate you.
By
the way, Ginga finally can do anything.
By the way, Ginga finally can literally do fucking anything.
You know, yeah, and then like that's like how the Kabuto arc was solved. He just fired a fucking nuke at the fucking meteor.
Yeah,
with fucking Tayo.
He went into it. He was like, "I'm gonna blow it up from the
I'm just
inside.
gonna blow it up from the inside since we fucked up with Forza."
Just get him. Oh, they really did use the Forza watch for that so late in the show. Gio was amazing, actually.
Yeah,
The Kabuto arc was actually the best fucking bit of the entire show, for real.
It legitimately was.
It actually was.
Actually,
the
like a good two-parter.
Oh, they
you seen
really
this
got
man?
both the brothers in it. Now, that was that episode. He just had a picture.
He just had a picture of him.
What for? What was he
Was
doing?
he carrying
with
that the whole time?
How long had he had it? Oh,
He just pulled out a picture of the man. He's like, yeah.
sick to fucking see Kick Hopper again.
Ugh. And Pants Chopper
And
for like a
They
couple minutes.
just for a little bit, but he
Just for a
was there,
little
and
bit.
a worm.
And a
Regular
worm.
old
Yeah, just a
worm.
regular old worm. Pound Chopper.
Pound Chopper.
Ugh. And fucking Gatak and fucking Kabuto.
Yeah,
Fuck, they even had masked forms in there for a little bit.
they did, which is fucking deranged that they still have those.
Nobody else showed up.
No.
They
Who
couldn't.
else
They
is
couldn't figure out a way to squeeze a bee in there.
Fuck, imagine if they had. Imagine if it'd been another Kabuto and Zabi for a bit.
Oh, stupid.
Do you think that thing would go to Kageyama again? I don't think it would.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck off. I like how Z previously needed Deltarize Claudius Bellerock. Its most recent appearance, he's wielding it in any form. Oh yeah. I still haven't seen episode Z.
No.
But I knew about that.
Yeah, I think he's shown up with him somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Fucking
definitely...
Bellerock.
It's definitely... the intention is that he's strong enough that he can, like, use it without going to his super form, but it's also because he was hanging out with Trigger and he needed a weapon.
Yeah, he had to have something. He couldn't just use his hands. And
He had to do
figure out
something
the
else
fucking-
to go with Circle Arms.
Circle arms.
Circle Arms.
That's not the voice. I've forgotten the voice it has.
Trigger.
It's been overwritten by the D Flasher.
Decker.
Ultra Dimension.
Why does Decker have a sword?
Why
do we keep giving these
it with
fucking
Trigger.
assholes swords? What?
It's
Is it
like
Glitter Trigger's sword?
no, it's a special. It's a sword for it. They're making a special sword.
Jonkers is making
got,
a
like,
special sword.
The big the guard closes up and it makes a diamond like what's on Trigger's chest, and when it's open, it's got the round thing. Trigger used it because he was there for a couple episodes. I'm told.
So I'm
is
told.
when I stopped watching. I was watching up to that point, and I was like, "Oh, it's Trigger next week," and I won't.
Anyway.
And then apparently it got really good.
I had to have it put out to me that he's called Decker because he uses a deck of cards to transform.
Oh.
And I guess Trigger is called Trigger because
he uses the gun.
Except he doesn't use the gun.
He doesn't
really.
use the gun. It's the guts spark lens. Whatever.
Although that could also be just complete bullshit.
I can believe it.
I can believe it. But it's also
maybe that's why.
Complete bullshit.
Yeah. Because it's Tiga and Dinah is also why they're called that.
Decker.
I have Decker Flash type. Ultraman.
And now everybody's got a sword now. Belly Rock was one thing, but like fucking
now, not everyone.
Taiga had a sword.
Yeah, Taiga did have a sword. That thing was fucking silly.
I heard what the next Ultra's name is. Have they actually said it already? Making shit up.
I heard a rumor.
Gay ass.
It has not stayed in my head, but if it is real, I remember I'll be disappointed. I don't remember what it is specifically, but I was like, it's not Gaia, which is
there's a copyright
only
leak.
thing.
Isn't that a little early to be?
Kind of is. I mean, how far?
What's it? What is it? What is it?
Yeah, what is it? Because I've actually forgotten, but I remember I don't like it.
Oh, it's just rumors. Gayer.
Gayer. I don't think it starts. The rumor I heard did not start with a G, which was
then it's
deeply off.
Kaya. Ugh.
Kaya, that was it.
Whatever.
I really hope that is
Ultraman Kaya. Whatever. That doesn't sound right.
It has to end with an ER.
It
though,
can't be
fuck the whole thing.
TDK. What the hell is that?
No, and like Trigger, Decker, it has to, because all the others ended in like an A sound, and we're doing ER, so it better be Gaia. It better be Gaia. There's no other fucking option I'll accept.
Oh my god, what if it's actually not a Gaia thing?
Fuck, imagine if they just don't do it. That would be funny. If they do Tiga and
I'd
Dinah,
be really disappointed if it's called Ultraman Kaya.
That's just not it.
That's such a lame cop-out. Call it Gayer.
Call it Gay. You wrote yourself into this fucking corner. You gotta
Ginger.
live with the consequences. Ginger! Oh, fuck!
Agul.
New generation Agul. No, you'll never be him. You'll never be him. You'll never be Fujimi. It won't happen.
It's Gaia and a new Gen 10th Annie.
Oh.
See, guys, I feel like New Gen ended with Taiga. Is the thing. Like, I'm not saying that they couldn't. I'm not saying that they couldn't do that, but it distinctly feels like the Taiga. Well, I really hate that.
It's not confusing.
The Taiga movie was billed pretty explicitly as like the end of the New Gen era, starting with Ginga starting with Ginga and ending with Taiga. It felt like a pretty definitive conclusion to that quote-unquote era of Ultraman.
Yeah.
Because then the new thing now is the Ultra Fight stuff.
Yeah.
Like Zed, not explicitly, but Zed is tied to the Ultra Galaxy fight that aired while it was airing, or shortly after, or whatever. And
Absolute Conspiracy.
Yeah, Absolute Conspiracy and whatever the other one is called that we haven't watched yet.
Destined Crossroads.
The Destined Cross, yeah. Like, you know, I don't know. It felt like there's a distinct wall between Taiga and Zed.
Yes.
Taiga never showed up in Zed, for instance.
No, he didn't, which good. Imagine how out of place that would have been.
Yeah, that would have been weird. I mean, to be fair, the Tri-Squad was in Ultra Galaxy, but like, so was Ultraman Jonius.
I was literally gonna say Jonius. Reboot,
Yeah.
great powered Max Xenon. There was a lot of fucking
Neos.
guys in that. Neos.
Justice.
What the fuck was 721 was in that?
Yep.
Who is that?
Who is that?
Who is that? Who the fuck is that? Neos is one thing because there's a lot of regular Ultra guys.
No, it's not one thing. He is explicitly.
Like, you can at least say, because there's like Great and Powered and Jack. Even there's other guys who are like filling out a similar thing to just being Ultraman.
Yeah.
Ultra 721 is a very specific thing to be and puts you in like clear relation to 7 in some way.
Yeah.
But we don't know what that way is.
We don't know what that way is.
Apparently 721 is considered as cool amongst Ultras because in the voice drama thing with Reboot, at one point they show up at the same time as Justice, and it's like Reboot's like, holy shit, the two coolest people ever.
Ultraman Justice and Ultra 721.
Apparently in an episode of that was written just for me because I really like both of those two.
Yeah.
And then they have a fight.
Yeah.
Like just a spar. But in a voice drama, which is always funny when they do action in those.
I feels like...
Oh, Regulus.
Yeah, not right. Regulus, right.
Whoever.
He's based on the Leo brothers.
But he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the magic.
He'll never have it. He doesn't even know
Never have it.
It is.
He doesn't even know what it is. He doesn't have the pupils, is what.
Yeah, it really bugs me. He doesn't have the goddamn pupils.
Doesn't have Leo's intimidating fucking stare.
He doesn't even know about that.
Doesn't even know about that. Leo! I love Leo. One of the best guys.
One of the best shows.
One of the best. Taicho!
Yeah, if they connect the Regulus thing to Decker, I wouldn't actually be that surprised since they decided to spend like several episodes of Trigger wasting their time with the ultimate douchebag.
Yeah, they did.
The
what
absolute fucking audacity.
The absolute audacity. Absolute whatever the fuck the other guy's name was.
Absolute bimbo, I don't know.
I actually cannot remember his fucking name for the life of me. Yes, that guy. Him, because I remember Absolute Tartarus. Because he wouldn't shut the fuck up telling people his name every time he stepped into a scene.
Fucking funny. No, I haven't seen the newest Ultra Galaxy fight because I refuse to watch it dubbed. And
Yeah.
I'm under the impression that it has not been subbed in Japanese.
Yes, is
also,
certainly the last I heard.
Also, you have to pay for it. And I'm not paying for the dub. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd pay for the subs.
I do mind spoilers, actually. I don't want to know what happens until I am able to watch it. Please.
Me as well.
I'd love to watch it someday.
Someday, yeah.
I haven't really gone out of my way to look to see if it's like out there, but I feel like
Me
if it was
neither.
out there, somebody would have said something.
Someone would have said, like, I think we all enjoyed it.
I feel like somebody would be like, it's not like it's just sitting there on and nobody has seen it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You usually hear about things when they come out, unless they're like super obscure crap.
I mean,
nobody's out there like
SWAT.
nobody's out there. Yeah, but nobody's out there like live blogging Blue SWAT.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they are, but like.
Actually, yeah, they are, but.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Generally, when a new thing comes out, you see it, even if you're not looking for it.
Okay, what's this then?
So this then.
Destined Crossroads, multi-souls.
Blue SWAT is literally subbed, so you can't say that it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Okay. So this is
What if it was Red SWAT?
What if it was? How would you feel?
How would you feel? you be angry?
Okay, so no, it's not.
It's not.
Unless I'm...
What's the matter, Traeger?
What's the matter? I'm not paying money for that, so...
The bonds.
Also, yeah, okay, so it's... there's subs on, yeah, but there's subs of the dubbed version. Fuck off.
That's
whatever. Well,
funny.
It's multilingual, so it's helping someone, but it's not fucking
Not
any
fucking
help to us.
me. What's the matter, Traeger?
What's the matter?
I wish I could do
Traeger?
that right.
It's so fucked. I don't know how. Like, you have to be that guy
The
to say it. Like,
bonds.
I'm missing some data on the bond.
It's like
What?
so literal.
It's
It's like just.
Trigger.
It's I'm not upset at the idea of the dub existing because that's
No.
great if that's the barrier to entry that you need.
Yeah, if
to
if
watch
that
Ultraman.
gets you in, then hey, if it
Except that,
works.
like, no offense, but I couldn't possibly think of something more fucking confusing to a newcomer than Ultra Galaxy fucking Fight, the absolute goddamn audacity.
Yeah, for real. Imagine just diving in there. What is going on?
What is going
I know Ultraman, and I barely know what the fuck's going on.
I just like clapping like a seal whenever new characters show up and their theme song starts playing.
It was good every single time is the thing.
Yeah. But like the absolute clusterfuck. Yeah. Well, like, you know, I fucking grew up, and by that I don't mean that literally. Like, when I was getting to Ultraman, I watched crap like Ultra Galaxy, Monster, whatever, like the Ultraman Zero movie that had like 1 billion people in it that like I didn't know anything about.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I have a general idea of like, you know, the movies do a pretty good job of like the same thing that Gokaichi does, where even if you don't really know who you're looking at, you know that you're supposed to feel something here.
Yeah.
When fucking
That movie's got a lot of actual guys in it as
that's
well.
because it's a movie for the fucking Ultraman spin-off, the monster
Shut
show.
up.
That's why those characters are in it. It's their movie.
Shut up. Not those guys. I wasn't talking about those
What
fucking guys. I was because actual Ultraman and Dan the Man
Yeah.
and Mabius are all there.
Dinah
at least
shows
for a
up.
bit. Fuck. Dinah shows up.
In a literal, actual direct continuation of the ending of Dinah.
So funny.
It's a direct continuation of where he leaves off as a character in Ultraman Dinah.
Oh god, that's good. I don't know what it is, but the fucking something about like the mega monster fucking whatever it is, with the Ray Bloods and all that shit.
Ray Brad.
Ray Brad Sajin, I have no fucking time for it.
It's
refuse.
so funny because none of that shit is really considered canon anymore. They essentially wrote Ray Blood. They essentially wrote Ray Blood out of canon in Geat.
Yeah.
I can't remember if they even mentioned it or not.
I think they did,
but it was pretty brief.
Okay, I know this isn't anything.
No, but it's back because the Ray Blood Seiji was in Galaxy.
Yes, they explicitly mentioned it, and also in the thing I was thinking of is in the audio drama with Reboot, one of the guys is you know the thing that impersonated Astra, famously impersonated Astra and stole the Ultra Key.
That
the
guy.
Fuck is that?
I don't
that
know.
guy.
I don't remember him.
I always want to say Magma, but that's not.
That's not Magma.
No, it's
like
similar
Babalu or some
fucking.
shit like that.
But yeah, that guy. There's
Vegas.
one of those in the cast of that voice drama, and he's a Rayonyx because he has the little monster summon.
No fucking way they're still bringing Rayonyx into canon.
Out and out says he's like, yeah, he's a Rayonyx. He can summon Nova, and he has the little thing. You know the big staff that Belial has with the
fucking
that thing,
yeah,
because that's just a bigger version of the things they had in that to summon more monsters. He just has a regular one of those, and it's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm a Rayonyx, you know, get power, get the genes of Ray Blood Sage, and it's like,
fuck off.
Why are you making me think about this?
Fuck off.
Battle
I can't believe they're still bringing Rayonyx into canon. Because they really downplayed the Rayonic crap in Geat. in Geat.
It doesn't come up in that
Because
really
it doesn't
at
ever
all.
come up to be like, oh, and Geat is also a Rayonyx or whatever.
Fuck.
It doesn't ever come up. They really downplay it.
Yeah, but now it's like
They didn't necessarily retcon it out. They just really downplayed it.
just didn't talk about it. And then like in Absolute Conspiracy, he's like I remember this in the dub. I remember him saying this, and those like you fused with alien ray blood.
Yeah.
While showing the clip of him slurping up into fucking Belial early stuff.
Yeah, I guess he does do that at the end, huh? He does kick ray blood out of him and then kills him.
Oh god, you see Ray Blood's weird fucking face.
Yeah, but it's still like it's downplayed still.
It's just that like if you know,
you know.
But like
yeah.
If you don't, you're better.
It wasn't the narrative or point of Geat.
No,
Like
to
it
be
wasn't
all
the
about
message
Ray
to
Blood.
be about Ray Blood.
Fuck.
The Geat spin-off? The what?
Oh.
The manga?
Yeah, is that that thing?
Is that the manga, right?
He's a Rayon? That guy's a...
Fucking
Shut up!
Whatever.
Didn't happen. Didn't fucking happen.
That's
you know
funny.
the guy who played Kaido was in that? The Mega Monster thing originally?
Really?
Kaido from Fires is there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can't keep him out of it. Can't keep him out of it.
Yeah, I remember the manga, the comic or whatever.
Yeah.
I never
what the
read
fuck
it or
was
anything,
called?
but I remember
Something
another Gene.
like that. Another Gene, right, there you go.
Yeah, I remember that being announced, and I never really followed up on it.
Yeah, I never really heard anything about that after the announcement either.
Oh yeah.
Man, Geats sure did print money for him though.
Yeah, it did. It's always fun to remember that Ultraman Zero appeared first in a movie that was not about him.
Yes.
If you watch that movie, his screen time is shockingly low.
It's
not
the main
shockingly
character
low.
that is Ray.
It's Ray,
right?
yeah.
Which
It's
is
a mega monster battle movie.
It's
It's
a
just
Mega
also
Monster
Ultraman Zero is in it.
And also introducing Ultraman Zero,
Yeah,
soon
yeah.
to be the world's most popular special boy ever.
Yeah, Zero didn't start starring as the protagonist of the movies until the next one. When they downplayed the Mega Monster characters. Actually, I don't think they were in it at all. And then because the second movie was Zero, and it was when he did the Ultra Force Zero stuff, and then there was like Ultra Zero Fight and like all that other crap.
Yeah.
It's really confusing and hard to follow
Weird
the
little
narrative
time,
order
yeah.
of those movies, much less find them.
Yeah.
And then there's
Jesus.
Ultraman Saga.
And then there's Ultraman Saga.
But like
Apparently.
Zero was just a guy. I mean, he had a
just-
story and an arc and everything, but it wasn't like this movie's about Ultraman Zero. That wasn't until the next movie.
No, nor was it
wasn't,
about.
but-
Well, it was kind of about Belial, but also not really.
It's just funny because it's just like those two characters ended up outlasting and being more important than anything else that was in that movie. Mega Monster Battle was never really that popular. I mean, it got 2 seasons
Yeah.
in like 2 movies, but those characters don't show up anymore or ever mentioned ever
They had
again.
Oh fuck! I can't believe I've forgotten the name. The alien's responsible for King Joe. Pedanium?
Pendan?
Because it's Pedanium is those guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's some of them in Mega Monster, I think,
Yeah.
which is weird because you don't see them much.
Yeah, it's Hector Gear Zero came out like half the movie you spend not actually seeing Zero's face or like anything.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be revealed to you as well that Ultraman Zero is Ultra 7's son.
King just comes in and tells him that,
Yep.
and then he's like,
It's not the best
Fucking-
writing in the world, to be honest with you.
it's a bit of a weird one. I mean, yeah, the
Especially
whole
because-
angle of that raises so many questions.
Especially because from the modern lens, everybody knows Ultraman Zero.
Yeah, you can't really get the same effect.
Man, do you know he was
It's
gonna
like,
be
oh, hey,
called
it's Zero.
like he was gonna be called like Ultra 7 Axe or some shit like that?
Or
Really early concepts of Zero had him looking more like 7, and I think he
Ooh.
only had 1 slugger, and he was to be called like Ultraman Axe or some shit like that,
Shit, that
or like
yeah,
Ultra 7 Axe or some shit like that.
God, it's a good thing I didn't go with that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Which is funny because
That's
Ultraman
not-
Zero eventually ended up being a character that was specifically designed to sort of be like the new. Like he ended up. I think actually what I said earlier was wrong because I believe Zero was intentionally designed to be the new poster child of like New Age Ultraman.
Yeah.
Because that pushed forward. I think there was a Mabius movie between that and Ginga, but like pushing forward into like that era of New Generation Ultra. Like Zero was supposed to be like a consistent appearance. He appears in every movie. He's getting his own movies. He was supposed to be like the face of Ultraman for the new generation. He had a connection to the past of Ultraman, but he wasn't really tied down to it. And he was like the guy that all he had to do was just watch the movie he's in to understand who Zero is. Like it's not like, oh, you want to know about Ultraman Mabius? You got to watch 50 episodes of Ultraman Mabius.
I can tell you
Yeah.
that's an undertaking.
And
What?
like, oh yeah, that's right. He was one of the first of Goto's Ultra designs. That was crazy. He did a lot after that, yeah. But like Zero was intentionally meant to be like a really like easy to understand and like instantly recognizable character that could be picked up by newcomers to encourage new kids to get into Ultraman and like stop seeing it as like that thing that their fucking dad liked 30 years ago. And by and large, definitely worked.
Yeah, no, I mean Zero is incredible.
Arguably, Zero is still the face of the franchise to some extent. I'd say that he shares that duty with Ultraman. Like you see a lot, like a lot of the time, like when they do those like promotional videos or like the messages to kids and stuff, it's Ultraman who's there.
Yeah.
But like for a lot of the other stuff, especially like advertising, a lot of the time it's Zero.
Yeah,
It made sense for Zero to be in like the end card for Ultraman Z when he was like, "Hey, fucking subscribe to the channel or I'll kill you." But he was also there for Ultra Galaxy and Trigger, I believe. Was he?
Yeah.
Was he not?
Was he? I don't think he.
I don't remember if he was in the end cards for Zero or Trigger or not. But like he was also there for Ultra Galaxy, and Zero was barely in Ultra Galaxy.
Yeah, he was. I'll tell you who was in the end cards for Trigger, the please subscribe things. It was Trigger.
But he doesn't say anything.
He went, shut!
Fuck! Like he just points at the screen and he's like, fuck!
You just leave it running because it was streamed, like get right to the end and it gets to the title thing. He's just stood there in that pose that Trigger does with like the slightly bent elbows and just like,
shut!
Yeah! Fuck. Weird fucking guy.
Yeah, it's like Ultraman 7, Tegan, Zero, yeah. Those are like the big guys.
Yeah.
The big boys.
It is very funny because in actual media, Ultraman never says fucking anything. He's not involved in proceedings.
He talks to the
him. Him, like Ultraman and Jack are hanging out in the back, and Zoffy does all the talking.
Sometimes they talk in the newer movies.
Do they? I feel like every time I've seen Man Nissan recently, he's not had anything to say.
He's a man of few words.
He is a man of few words.
Decker talks?
Yeah, Decker does talk, which is weird.
Decker talks?
Yeah.
Not the guy. Like Decker talks?
Yeah.
What? Since when? I didn't hear him talk before.
He doesn't have a lot of people to talk to, admittedly.
Oh.
But like in the end cards, he does address you directly.
That'd be funny as fuck if he doesn't talk in the show, but he talks in the end cards.
Just got nothing to say to those fucking people.
Oh, it's Kata, it's Decker? Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I thought you meant like Decker is talking.
No.
I'm like, who the fuck?
But like, Trigger never said anything, even though
logically he should be able to.
Yeah, no.
He only ever. Trigger.
But he is Trigger.
That was a good bit in the Z episod's of Trigger. When
they
got confused as to like because they had never really conceptually understood, or Haruki didn't conceptually understand that he is Trigger. Yeah,
he was like, "Where's
the guy?"
While they're hanging out in like the ultra space.
Yeah,
it's like, but where's
your guy at? He's like, no.
And Zed's like, no, Haruki. I think he is the guy.
Yeah.
You can do that sometimes.
You can do that. I just choose
most of the time, actually.
Yeah, like there's never a conversation. That'd be a funny conversation to have with like a host and an ultra to be like, yeah, I could have just disguised myself as a human if I wanted to.
Yeah, I didn't need to do this.
I didn't need to do this. I guess he did. I mean, most of the time it's the same excuses that they fuck up and are dying.
Yeah. It's very funny because Zed and Haruki were both
dying.
fucked up and were dying. And Zed was like, well, okay, or in other circumstances I might do this differently, but actually we both need to do this to not die.
Yeah. Like, Ace is just a guy. Well, Ace just showed up himself. He should know this. Actually, he fucking met Geat.
Yeah.
He met Geat. He is just the Ultra.
It's just the
Why
guy.
was he confused about? Why was he confused about that?
I don't know.
Dickhead. He just forgot.
I guess it's because Geat is kind of like Geat is more. He's more Riku than anything else.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. He is like definitely talking and stuff as Geat.
Yeah, he's
Trigger was just
very
standing
much
there.
the same guy. Trigger
Sure.
doesn't have fucking anything.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you got a weird guy. And it's like,
Oh,
no.
this guy's fucking weird, huh?
It's like, oh, your one's a weird guy. He doesn't talk. And it's like, oh, there isn't a guy. You're just weird and don't talk when you're being Ultraman. Okay.
You just assumed. No, he like transformed next to Riku. Like he knows who he is.
Yeah.
But I guess since G talks, and also Zero was there, I guess he never really questioned it.
Haruki's got a lot on it.
Well, also Haruki did know that Riku was an alien. Well,
yes,
kind of.
So
but no, he is basically just an alien. Like, he understood that from the get-go, I think. But Trigger Kid, whatever his name is, Kengo is just a guy, as far as he understands.
As far as most people knew at the time.
Yeah.
When Zed was there, it's like, no, Kengo's just a guy.
Chat. Ace did used to be two guys. Ace used to be a guy and a girl until everybody got really sexist about it.
Yeah, she went to the moon.
Is that what happened? I thought she died.
Admittedly, I have not seen Ace, but things I have seen would lead me to believe she is still alive in some
I
capacity.
got the impression from Tep that she died.
You should never trust what Tep says.
I should never trust what Tep says.
I saw Tep was tweeting again the other day.
I did see that.
That's crazy.
It's nasty shit. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, for real. I was gonna say I probably can't get into what Tep was saying, but like Tep was saying stuff.
Tep was saying some nasty shit on Twitter.com.
Almost no one here knows who Tep is. That's so many stages removed.
So many stages removed from the current audience.
It's important to us, though. Just understand, Tep is a fundamental figure in our mutual journeys.
Fan in the world.
Truly, actually, for real, Tep is like a strata above everybody else. We don't get it the way Tep does.
Tep has seen the new movie yet?
Oh, I wonder what Tep's getting up to in terms of watching stuff.
I think Tep is getting up to the Catholic Church.
I was gonna say I don't think there's much time in the schedule.
Anyway,
that's a fascinating. For anyone who doesn't know anything about Tep, that's a very
that's a
very interesting,
loaded as fuck statement that I just put out there about a person you don't know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Everything we just said about him there is like, what?
That's
how you should feel about Tep.
It's better to not explain. I'm not gonna explain Tep's personal life or who they are as a person. That's private. That's private.
That's private, but also that's kind of the effect that Tep should have. I think Tep would approve of just being this person spoken
nebulous
about in hushed whispers.
Person that we haven't
and
actually spoken to in 4 years.
No, and everything you say about him just raises more questions.
Yeah. Jet. I want to get a soundboard.
I would love a fucking Ultraman soundboard.
My favorite is Taro.
Oh god, his
in fucking Orb. When I was watching Orb with Shen, we literally would fucking scream and shit and fart laughing. When it's maybe and it's shut. and then it's like Taro, and he's like, ah!
Ah! He does
Ah!
that in Z as well.
Yeah, it's
in
like
the fucking Beta Smash
Ultraman.
thing.
What is it like? Ultraman. Who is
Ace
it?
and Taro.
Ace and Taro. And it's like shot.
So it's like
shot.
Yeah.
Ah!
He do that.
Ah!
Is it? It's X as well in Orb.
Shot.
His
Yeah,
one's
X does this whole like
insane.
Eta thing,
And
then it's just like, and then Orb is like shot.
Shut.
It's like, what is it? Ginga X Orb, and Ginga's like, yeah. And Orb is like, yeah. And then X is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Zero's is also pretty distinctive.
Yeah.
That's because Zero has never been a character who's been fucking silent ever.
Ever. The dude
Never shuts the
cannot
actual
keep
fuck
quiet.
up. So it's like when you hear. Also, it's actually done by his voice actor, which not all of them are. They all are nowadays.
Yeah.
But like some of the retro guys especially aren't necessarily voiced by who they're voiced by currently, and they don't. Like that's just stock sounds.
Yeah.
Like whoever does Taro these days, who does a great job, by the way.
Yeah.
Really definitive Taro to me, honestly. But that's not who's doing the shit. That's all stock. That's all stock sounds. Same with like Tiga and like everybody else.
Yeah.
Those are really old stock sounds that they just keep using.
You couldn't do Tiga's better though. I don't think Tiga's is so.
Shit!
Why does he sound like that? Why do they do that?
Who came up with that?
Who? Yeah.
Does he do
Where
that?
did that
Does he do that in Shin
come
Ultraman?
Oh, okay. Well, since you asked, I didn't want to say because I didn't want to like lead into it, but actually, once I was done watching it, and the initial like excitement wore off, I was like, okay, the one actual
Did he not
thing
do
I have
it?
is that he doesn't do Sha.
No. What the fuck?
What
How
the
is he
fuck,
supposed to be
Anno?
scary as shit if he doesn't go? Ah!
Honestly, he's fucking quiet as a grave.
Scary.
Doesn't say a fucking word. No shit. None of
I
it.
hated when Seven did that shit because he always screamed like he was fucking dying.
Seriously, Seven's a fucking man.
Fucking freak.
Shut. God
Ah!
damn. So everything about Seven is so fucking
So
violent.
fucking scary.
Still.
So terrifying to watch Ultra 7 at any time of day, under any circumstances. It's so fucking scary.
Just to see Ultra 7.
There's like those early
mortifying.
episodes. There's like that early episode where there's like a nuke on a fucking boat, and he's like a human size, just running through like really tight corridors with his glowing eyes, like running towards the camera, and it's like,
fucking nightmare.
Fucking nightmare.
I hate really when any Ultra is human sized because it just adds such an intimidation to them. But Seven in
Grainy,
particular,
low quality fucking footage of Ultra 7 running towards the camera with glowing eyes. It's like, oh god.
hideous.
He does it
What a
so
fucking thing.
much.
He does it so much.
I can't
He's
really
all
think of
over
anybody
it.
else who does it more than him. Tiga did it like
No.
twice. Zed
Tiga
did
did
it
it
like
big-
3 or 4 times.
Zed did it occasionally. I know Gaia and Argyle have done it asymmetric to each other.
Stupid.
Big
Dumb.
Argyle
Fucking
and
dumb.
tiny sized
Stupid
Gaia
dumb.
slapping him around.
There was a joke in the second Ultra 7 movie. No, I think it was the second Ultra. It was one of the Ultraman Zero movies, is what I'm trying to say, where
Right.
because it was in Saga. It was in Ultraman Saga when he possessed the host that didn't want to be Ultraman. And
yeah.
he fucking like, because the host was rejecting it, he only got like, I don't know, like 20 or 30 feet tall.
Oh yeah, fuck.
He got like a quarter size, and then like the guy just beat the shit out of him.
Fuck, that's funny.
Ugh. Okay, we gotta end anyway. I gotta go do
I guess
my
you could do-
benefits so I
got
can
a new
get
job tomorrow.
insurance. I got a job tomorrow. I got a job all week.
Yeah, I got a new one though.
Actually, I get to go home early. Well, I don't get to go home early tomorrow, but I get to leave work early tomorrow because we're going fucking team building, drinking, or whatever.
Ah,
Yeah, on
That's
on the corporate budget.
hey, that's not bad.
Yeah,
I'm only working 2 hours tomorrow.
I get to leave work an hour early and go to a fucking pub called The Brick.
The
Yeah. The
Fuck,
brick.
that's a good one.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Go to the brick.
Go to the brick. Okay.
Go to the brick.
What's even happening this week for me? I don't
I
know
can
my own
tell you.
schedule.
I'll get it for
Just make something up.
you. If I can remember where this is.
Here it is.
Let me get a look.
Here it is. Oh, I have
fuck.
fucking-
Quicker.
I have Proteus with Harvey on Friday.
Ah, that's right.
New narrative game starts on Saturday, and on Sunday I'm gonna do Astro's Playroom because I'm committed to this too hard to do the bit because I'm not gonna play it on my own. Also, I think it'd be fun. So that's what's going on this week. Check the server. You know the rules. I got 2 episodes of the backlog for the Geats episodes of this out. I'm gonna try to get at least another 2 out this week. Maybe another 4, hopefully. So, yeah, that sounds right. Actually, I'm not gonna push myself too hard on that. It's not even hard. It's just time consuming. I'll try to get more of the backlog out. And oh yeah, once again, no superhero time next week.
Yeah.
I don't know if we made that abundantly clear earlier, but there. Oh, we did because we talked about golf.
Yeah,
Common Rider, Geats, and Donbrothers are both on a 1-week hiatus next week, or this week, I guess I should say. So next Tuesday, we will not be watching the new episodes because there are no new episodes. We will instead be watching the Zenkaiger versus Kira Major movie.
Yes, which I'm very much looking forward to.
And then we haven't done a movie on here in a while.
It's been
Usually just do them in the server now, but we'll do it here. So look forward to that next week. It'll still be on Tuesday, same time, just that instead of superhero time. Okay, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I hope you guys had a good time. I'm gonna go. Jay's gonna stay here though.
I am.
I'm gonna go and just leave the stream on. Bye, everybody.
I'll keep you company. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.